Are you ready?
Let me get this bud. Let me get this
He's
bud
him
down.
all around over
All
there.
right.
Fancy iPad. Now we're live. All right. Hey, we're back at Hoagie's Garage for take 2 tonight. And as always, we like to read through our sponsors. I think I'll go backwards again this time, bud.
You go for it.
So we're going to mention the Lumber Lounge and Garage bench racing with Shane and Snow. Like to mention, Shane was back on the show last night. He finally found some time. Talk about Shane, competitiveadvantageprogram.com. Racer insurance. Look it up. Give Shane a call. Do what you need to.
Less than a rear tire.
$279 or something for quite a bit of coverage if you crash.
I think $500,000.
Something like that. I mean, I don't know if while you're racing, why you wouldn't have it. Me and the wife are talking about getting it just being on the push truck.
Yep.
So, anyways, give it a look. CompetitiveAdvantageProgram.com. Hero Haven. Like to thank them for everything they do for first responders and vets. The trips they take them on. It's all free. S2F for start to finish. Power Eye, Port City, and you said they improved a whole bunch of things. Again, there's a lot of things. I was going to make a new list to mention once in a while and forgot. Fulkins Brothers Trucking. They do haul livestock for a living. That's what they do. We forget to mention that all the time. Look them up. Give Trim a call. And we just like to thank them for everything they do for racing in general and for us especially. Houston Speedway, our home track, we call it because it's only 20 minutes away. RK Insulation out of Inwood, Iowa. Kudum Auto Sales, also out of Inwood, Iowa. If you need a car or pickup, he's got quite a few on the lot.
Really good pickups. Really good used
got lots
pickups.
of pickups.
He's the man with pickups. Best price you'll find anywhere.
Kaiser Aluminum Wheels down in Alton, Iowa. Be Wiser by Kaiser. They make aluminum wheels for just about everything, from pulling tractors to micros, go-karts probably. My Race Pass, all I can say is if you're a race fan and you don't have My Race Pass,
You're not a race fan.
you need to get it. It's that simple. I mean, they cover, I don't want to guess, but it's a high percentage of the races in the U.S. and Australia.
And, I mean, if you pay the upper one, you can listen to them.
Yep.
You can.
Yep, they got it. So you can
get
listen to the
shirts.
track announcers.
They have shirts on there.
Yep.
They have everything.
It's quite something. Look them up sometime. And then last, of course, but not least this time is Morning Sun Marketplace out in Thomasville, Pennsylvania with Rick and Sue Fritz. I believe they got 3 buildings the size of football fields that's full of vendors, flea market type stuff. Went through it last year when we were out there.
Amazing.
If you want it, you probably could just about find it there, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. But anyways, back to you, bud.
All right, we're back at Hoagie's Garage for take 2 tonight, and we're lucky enough to have Hank Davis on. How you doing tonight, Hank?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
We say it all the time. We're sitting here talking racing. We're just living the good life.
There you go. It can't get much better.
Nope.
You bet.
It was like 48 degrees today here, so it was almost hot out.
Yeah, what's it down there?
Yeah. We're in Arizona right now, so it is like 70s. It's nice.
Yeah.
Well, so we're not that warm, but for February, I'll take upper 40s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
You bet.
So where do we call home normally?
I'm from like Tulsa. I'm actually 15 minutes west of Tulsa.
Okay.
In a town called Sand Springs. But yeah, that's home for me.
So you probably know Snow a little bit and Shane.
Oh yeah, I know both of them. Yeah, I've known them both for a long time.
Yep. They're good guys. They're definitely good guys.
Yep.
So
the things they can remember and talk about on their show make me and Bud look really bad because we can't remember our own names. But
we're the opposite
Yeah.
of Shane and Snow.
They've talked about a race from 15 years ago.
It was yesterday.
We did a live show with Shane a couple years ago down at the Knoxville Nationals.
No, with Snow.
Or Snow, sorry.
See,
Snow, Shane. See, we screw everything up. But everybody that walked by, he'd say hi to, and oh, that's so and so's tire guy, or that's so and so's girlfriend or wife, and it's like, holy shit, I can't hardly remember the people that live next door to me.
Oh, I was thinking your wife's name.
No, I got that. I won't forget that one, bud, because then I get through out of the house.
So, how did you get started into racing, Hank? What age were you, and what did you do for racing?
Yeah, I'm a third generation. My uncle Tony, he ran with like Ofixco back in the day, and he just like locally, and like around the Oklahoma area and stuff like that. And then my dad raced, and then I just kind of bugged him enough, and he kind of got probably tired of saying no and bought me a car, and I was like, I was like probably about 6.5 or 7, and he bought me an old Kidwell. It's just nothing special because he honestly said he still to this day says he's like, I thought that I would do it for a little bit and then just not really want to keep doing it because I'd get bored or something, and that's obviously not correct because we just kept going. So ran like junior sprints for about 4 years and moved up to restrictor for a couple years, and then just after that ran micros. I don't know, for a little bit, off and on still, not much anymore, but off and on for a while. I always just ran micros and stuff like that. And then got to midgets when I was probably 13 or something like that. I was running for a guy in the micro stuff named Dean Franklin. And we got into midget stuff and ran a lot of midgets for like 4 years. And I got a sprint car, a family sprint car, and we really didn't race that much in probably 2 or 3 years. We only run probably 25, 30 shows, and but in like the second year of having that car, something like that, we won my prelim night, and so it kind of helped revamp and get going again. And had another team that I had ran for from like out of Tulsa and was going to run the ASCS tour, got fired after the first race. And
No,
then,
whoa. How do you get fired after the first race? What happens?
well, we just honestly had a rear end go bad. And then, really, none of us, to be completely honest with you, that team, none of us saw eye to eye. We just never,
yep.
we were probably never going to get along. You know what I mean?
There you
So,
go. Yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
better to tear the bandage off when it's fresh yet, you could say, and be done with it.
exactly. Yeah. So we did that. And at that time, Seth Bergman was kind of filling in for Wayne Johnson after he had gotten hurt.
Yep.
And they had split in ways themselves, and I just I was sitting home, and I was like, what do I do? Asked my dad, I was talking to my dad, and what do I do? And he's like, well, just call Wayne, and well, what's the worst he's gonna tell you? No. And that was pretty much just how it went. I just called up Wayne and was like, hey, here's the deal, and he was kind of like, well, that's kind of funny because Seth is for sure leaving and all that, and I've known Wayne's wife since I was a little kid, so she actually kind of helped me get the deal, and so yeah, gotta appreciate her. I definitely wouldn't be here where I'm at right now. So yeah, just been running sprint cars now. Just got to the 410 stuff, and yeah, just kind of trying to make a career out of it.
Your dad's got the same philosophy me and Bud got with this podcast. We just ask them, what's the worst thing they can tell us? Is no, I don't want to be on your show. Well, okay, then we'll find somebody else, So what's the worst thing that happens? They say no, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So who have you all driven with the 410?
The first car I driven for was a guy at Washington. His name's Shannon Wheatley. It was a 45 car, and I ran out there, and then I just we had split ways, totally mutual, just because I wasn't probably quite ready to go to the Midwest with how far he is from the Midwest. Like being from Washington, that's obviously not just an easy haul. So
you're not leaving at noon to make the races.
Right, exactly. And so I that was just probably a bad timing, to be honest with you, for that deal. And so then I just came back to the Midwest and ran the Hybrider 19 once and ran the 360 show here or up in Montana. And then I got hooked up with the Beaver Drill and Tool guys at the 12X and hooked up with them and ran from a little bit, I think before Knoxville, a couple 360 races. And then after that, finished the year with them and had, a lot of success at the end of the year. And this year I just, like I've said multiple times, it was no ill will, or nothing like that. Just, felt like I needed to, run more races or, run a little bit heftier schedule or whatever that may be, or just maybe the more high profile races. Don't know. Better guys got to get better. So the only way to get better is get beat by the best. So, just kind of felt like that was the move I needed to make. And that was the move we made. So we're, here on the Michael Dutcher guys, here with the Michael Dutcher guys. And, yeah, it's been pretty good so far. We've had speed. So, I'm sure it'll take a while to, get, really going and competitive like we want. But obviously it's not easy. So all the people that say, oh no, whatever, y'all won't make it, or the car sucks, or I suck, whatever. Everyone has an
You'll hear them
opinions.
all.
Everyone
Yeah.
has an yeah. It's like opinions are like assholes. We all have them.
Yep.
So
Pretty much.
it's just kind
Some
of
of
one
them
of
just
those
bigger
things.
than others.
Exactly.
But that's the joys of social media nowadays.
Yeah, it's ruined it. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I'm a part of the social media era, but yeah, it's no fun really.
Yeah, me and Bud, we were like, now, if we grew up back in the day before you could even had cell phones to videotape anything, so there's no video proof of anything we did when we were younger. So
Thank God.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That my dad always says, he's like, man, I'd be in jail if they had the videos of that stuff.
Yeah. And it's amazing how fast the video's going when something happens.
Oh.
You can't get by
Yes.
with anything.
Everybody
nowadays.
pulls a phone out instantly.
It's like everyone's on them the whole time, so it's easy.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely.
And so now then, of course, now you're talking about more races and more big name. Now you're running with, one of the top 2 series in the country right now. You're running with the High Limits this year, right?
Yeah. So we weren't going to. We were kind of just going to run just whatever we wanted to, probably like 100 and some more races or something.
Yep.
And which, definitely made sense. But, just talking with the high limit guys and stuff like that, it made also as much sense probably to do this as well. Shout out to those guys for, I don't know any details, but making it probably worth our while to come do that. Because obviously that's it's a big undertaking. Whether 100 shows to me is a little different because you can just kind of go wherever you want.
Yep.
When you sign up, it makes it a little bit more like, right, like you have to be there, you have to be a little more uniformed, and stuff like that. So, I'm excited to go. I mean, obviously, like I say, I'll probably race less races now, but I'll also get to race
All over the
better
country.
races also, if that makes sense.
Yep. Absolutely.
You're gonna cover the whole country now.
And
Right.
It depends what you're doing when High Limits take their breaks. I mean, are you guys going to be coming to Houston? Obviously, you will be going to Knoxville, but I mean, when there opens, I mean, are you going other places and racing also?
Yeah, no, for sure. And, we haven't sat down and got a schedule kind of planned out, with the off weekends and stuff. Obviously, we know what the schedule is for the high limit deal, but we haven't like really sat down past that and looked at anything. But obviously, we'll go run. We'll definitely go hit some. But obviously, like the off weekends with high limit, some of them will be Kings Royal. So yeah, you'll be there and stuff like that. So. But that's kind of it is a nice thing, or a nice, I guess, offer or whatever when you're off. There is an off weekend or whatever. It gives a chance for your crew guys to go home and get a little time away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they spend so much time with each other, and we all spend time with each other, probably more than a healthy more than a healthy amount. So any time that you can get away and just do your own thing that you're normally used to doing or did before you were on the road or whatever is most certainly a nice feeling.
Well, it's not a glamorous life.
Everyone thinks it's like, oh yeah, it's so fun to be a race car driver. I'm like, yeah, okay, here's the deal.
If you're not flying in on your jet and showing up at the track, it's not a glamorous
No.
life, because it's late nights and it's lots of miles on the highway, and you have to love it to do it.
I always also kind of explain to people, the way I explain it to people, for me, is like, I've always asked them, what's the most expensive laundry like session have you had? And they were like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, yeah, try going and putting your clothes in a washer for $10-12 just to wash your clothes. I get it, you have a water bill at home, but you're not going to go want to just put them in there. Like, it ain't just glamorous. We're not just, just doing whatever we want, how we want. It's a lot harder than people may give it credit. And I always tell people too, like, they're always like, well, they think we're rich or something, or a lot of us. I mean, some people probably are because they win a lot of races and stuff, but that's the thing, is you got to win races. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can go to work and throw the wrong paper away and still get a paycheck on Friday or something. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
That's right.
we're not necessarily guaranteed the same amount of money even if we mess up. If we mess up, we're only guaranteed the minimum. You know, so.
Yep. Yep. You get
It's
your-
not. That's how I explain it to people. Is you guys also are guaranteed the same amount of money no matter what. I'm not. I could make more, but I also
Yep.
a lot of people could be making more than me.
Yep.
That's right.
It's kind of like working on commission.
Exactly. Yeah.
Some months you
Yeah.
have a really good month, and the next month it just sucks.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we're just fortunate enough as fans that there's enough guys out there like you that are willing to do this to put on shows for us, so we get the privilege of watching it all the time.
Yeah. No, for sure.
How many people are part of this team? Like when you go to a racetrack, how many guys are working on the car and everything like that?
Oh, there's normally probably 4 guys normally. I would say. But I would really honestly say there's probably 3 that are really working on it, and then which would be Dutch as the crew guy, as the crew chief and slash owner, basically whatever you want to call it. And then Shane and Garen kind of take care of the rest on the other stuff, and then AJ, he's the kind of the truck driver, the cleaner guy. We call him Sarge, so he's just like the old man on the team that
He's like our
just
age,
you
buddy.
know. Yeah, whatever we want. You know, he's like, you need me to go do this, you want me to do this, whatever. He's just always pretty much down for anything, and yeah, he keeps us all kind of sane, I think, at times.
He's the floater in the group. He can kind of do a little bit
Yeah,
of everything.
exactly.
When you were racing your own car, what number was it? And is there a story of why it was that number?
Yeah, I was number 1H, just because my all-time hero is Sammy, and I didn't want to be identical to him by just number 1, so I just added the H from my name, and that's what it's been.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We've had Sammy on the show, and one of the questions we asked later is, "What's the fastest you've ever driven down the highway?" And Sammy was over 200 mile an hour on his Boss Hog.
Who did? Sammy did?
Yes.
That sounds a little stupid if you ask me, though. Honestly.
Well, we figured it was insane, but that's what he told us, and we're not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
call
I
him a
mean,
liar.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna doubt it either. I
Because-
would probably assume that he did it with a smile on his face too, but
We've
he's
always,
definitely crazier than I am.
We've always said most of them sprint car drivers got to have big cojones and got to be a little bit crazy anyhow.
Well, I think I've heard I don't remember who explained it to me the other day, but they were talking about they were like, race car drivers actually technically, it's one of those things, they have 2 brain cells in their brain, but they're both fighting over it. They're both fighting each other. That's the problem. That's what our issue is.
Because I ain't brave enough to get behind the wheel of one of them, basically little rockets on wheels is what I call them
way.
410s. Because
That's why we watched.
Yep, that's what we love to watch.
Hey, yeah, someone's got to do it. Someone has to have the title for everything, whether that's the dumb one on the team, the funny one, the not funny one. Everyone's got to have a title. So
Yep.
whatever it is, you just got to take it.
Yeah.
Closest I come is pushing them at Houston. So
You get
Yeah.
some up close
yeah,
smell.
I get the smell of the alcohol, but that's about it.
There you go. That's all you need.
Yep.
That's right.
It gives me
That's
my
right.
fix for the week.
Exactly.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I read a little bit earlier today, I thought you probably raced against, I think the article was Dason Pursley and Cannon McIntosh, like at Port City and stuff. Is that true?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So that's who I grew up racing with pretty much, was Cannon and Dason, and even like Kelly Bryson some, and Taylor Reimer, those types of people like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's who I kind of grew up running with. That was like local, and obviously some, you have your out of town guys come in just like, now and everything like that. But
Yep.
yeah, those were the local guys that grew up racing there, and yeah, that's who I raced with.
yeah, because they were definitely, in this article, they were definitely bragging you up that, if there's a big race or anything like that, you knew who was going to be up top, and you knew it was going to be Hank.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think realistically, honestly, we, if you probably go back, and you probably could go back and, um, look, but I want to say too, Dason, I think he started kind of late though. I don't think he got the head start me and Cannon did. We both started, I know I started like 7. I think Cannon was probably 6 or so. Um, and yeah, me and Cannon for a long time, it seemed like kind of would just trade off wins and stuff like that. And then he moved up to restricted a year before I did because he was older than me, or I don't know if he was even older. I think he just started before me, so he was ready for it. So
Yeah.
he moved up and then personally moved up as well, but he pretty much started right in restrictor. That's why I don't think he ran very many junior sprint races. And so then he kind of had to, catch up pretty quick. You know what I mean? Like he didn't, obviously his dad raced, so he's been around it, but he didn't get to just start off young and do it. So he caught up quick and actually funny story. I don't know. There's a picture that floats around still this day that we had this race, the non-wing nationals or whatever. So we took the wings off and Dason, I don't remember what happens, but he gets in the front stretch wall and he's flipping. And there's a picture of me. He's upside down and I'm just driving directly under him.
Oh man.
And yeah, it was crazy.
He was
But
up
I don't
there
know. I don't
anyways.
even know. I don't know where that picture's at. Who has it? But it floats around every once in a while. And but yeah, so raced with all those guys, and it's kind of cool to still see, like Pursley or something like that, still kind of, we're all still kicking. No one's the probably the main guys there or whatever that stuck it out and stuck with it and wanted to do it
Yeah.
are they're getting rewarded and they're still out doing it. So that's it's a pretty cool thing, honestly.
Yeah.
So-
Do you think Cannon will ever start going more to the wing side, or do you think he's just happy running the midget stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. I know he's gotten some wing starts here recently, or at the end of last year or something. And I don't know if maybe he didn't have a desire at one point. And then now he's just gotten, not that he can't do it, but he's gotten accustomed to the midget deal. So it's kind of, I would say probably for sprint car owner wise, they're probably just in their head, in their mind, they just probably look at it as, well, there's other guys that have been doing this a little bit longer. And that's not to say that he can't do it, or can't pick it up,
Yeah.
but it's a hard world. So if you're spending that much money, you're trying to put the guy that has the most experience in it anyway, so
Yeah.
when you don't have any wing experience, or he ran wing cars, probably like 2015-ish time. He ran some wing car stuff, I think, or something like that. But yeah, no, sorry, not 2015, like 2017 or something, 18. He ran some wing stuff, but he didn't run a lot. So then they kind of put that to the side and sold it. And now, it's the wing cars are coming back or like making the big surge or whatever. So
Yeah.
I don't know. He probably just kind of he's on the back end of the curve, the learning curve or whatever. He went to start the learning curve probably a little bit later than he would have even liked himself. But as long as he keeps getting starts in the 83, that's probably a good car to go get starts in.
Yeah, it ain't a bad one, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what you're gonna get into one. That might as well get into that one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the next Justin Grant. He's just going to stay in the midget. Cause I don't know if Justin's ever run a wing car much, has he?
I'm pretty sure he's run a few,
Yeah.
but obviously not much. You could probably count on two hands how many he's run.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, I guess as long as you're good and
Yeah.
you can win races and championships and stuff like that, to be honest with you could probably make a little bit of a living
Yeah.
at doing it or
No,
something.
it's
I
not all
don't know.
bad. So, I got to ask, so how old are you, Hank?
I'm 22.
Yeah, I knew he was young. I didn't know he was that young.
I think sometimes your pictures make you look a little bit older. Does anybody else say that?
Really? Is that a bad thing? Should I be worried that I'm already looking older at 22?
Well, I wasn't going to say you were 40, but I was going to say maybe 25, 6 or something. I wasn't
Yeah,
going for
no.
22.
Yeah, actually, people do say that. I get a lot of like 24 and stuff like that.
See,
Or,
then I was in the ballpark.
at 20. Yeah, I do get quite a bit of that. I don't know if it's a mustache or what,
At
but
22, you're way less than half of me and Bud.
Here's
Yeah.
a really stupid comment. I think the
Okay.
name makes you sound old.
no, 100%. It's like you think you
Yep.
hear Hank and you just think of Hank Jr.
Yeah,
and
it's an older
you
name.
just
It's
look
not
at
what
yeah.
younger kids get named anymore.
Yeah, no, I was actually supposed to be Kale until like a week until I was born, and then my mom was like, "Oh, we're going to Hank."
She have like a grandpa or something, or just Hank just popped in her head?
I guess Hank just popped in her head. Everyone asks if my real name's Henry because it's like a short for Hank, or Hank is
Yep.
short for Henry or something. But nope, it's just straight up Hank.
I love it.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
There isn't many Hanks around, so
No.
you
no,
guys got a
I do.
unique
Yeah,
name.
I do enjoy that.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody's gonna forget it once they hear it, learn it. They're not
Exactly.
gonna confuse
The
you.
only
with
the only
another Hank
downfall is when like the only downfall to it sometimes is people will say, "Hey," and I'm like, "What?" Because it sounds like Hank at times, but
Oh.
other than that, it's like I say, it's a different name, but it's definitely unique. So I'm not mad.
Hey, just so I can mention this because my wife is listening. Wait till you get old, then you say "huh" a lot. What?
I already say "huh" way too much. My wife will listen to this, and she's gonna be like, "Yes, yeah, I am." She practically has to yell at me. I probably should go get hearing aids already, but I haven't. So
Hey, hold it. That's every guy that's married, Hank. So
no, hey, easy. No, I do try to listen. Okay, I try.
See, I just
I
want you
try.
to know I've went the last 10 days without saying what hardly at all because my wife wasn't home asking me things I wasn't hearing. So for 10 days, my hearing was good because there was nobody to talk to me
Yeah,
but myself.
no.
there you go. It was great. You
Yeah.
didn't get in trouble for nothing.
No, not once did I say, "What, honey?"
Oh dang! I was supposed to do what?
Well, I said you didn't do something, but
Oh man.
that just happens that way.
So this year you're going to a ton of new tracks, but the tracks that you've been to, what are a couple of your favorites?
I honestly would have to probably go look at the schedule to be exactly like on the dot. I'm not much of a look forward in the
But
future guy.
okay,
So like, yeah, I'm the type that's gonna get down, or like, you're gonna get to the end of the night, and I'm gonna ask when we're done racing, like, where are we going again tomorrow? Like, what's the next place? Because I'm just like kind of a laid back, chill, just go with the flow type dude. So I'm just in the moment. Okay, if I'm just always usually in the moment, I don't usually think ahead or behind. That's why my wife, she can't stand it because she's like the planner and all this, and I'll totally just be completely fine with hopping in the car, driving somewhere, and when we get there, we'll figure it out.
Your wife is like my wife, and we have the
Yeah.
same issue. Mine's gotten a lot
Yeah.
better at it, but
Yep. Hey, let me rephrase my question.
well,
Because
you
I
get
don't
your
think
hearing aids on. Hank.
I don't
Turn your
think
hearing aids up.
I don't think I asked it right. The tracks you have been to in the past,
Mhm.
what are your favorites that you've been to in the past?
I would say my favorite of all time has got to be Meeker Red Dirt. Obviously, it's gone now, but I just literally never saw a bad race there, even with the micros. Always race good. But like even on the schedule, I know there's like Arrowhead in Oklahoma is super fun. That's a place I enjoy, and I get around it at okay. So maybe that would probably be maybe a place we could have a decent run at. Trying to think. I'm not looking forward to going like Port Royal, but obviously you can't hide. You got to go. So I'm not looking forward to it, but
And that's
gonna
like
go.
8 times, ain't it?
Exactly. That's why I'm not looking forward
Well, as
to
long
it.
as
But
you
hey, I gotta
improve
go.
each time a little bit, gain a couple 3 spots each time or something.
There you go. Exactly. Just gain every time.
Yep.
But no, there's like those. I mean, obviously, just going to the Oklahoma tracks or even just going close to home would be nice. Just for family to come, my dad and his family to come, and all that. Just
Yep.
it doesn't get to happen probably very as often as they would like, or I know for sure is not as often as my dad would like to be there. And my wife's already missed more races this year than she has ever. So most certainly just the close ones to see them and have
Yep.
them there. And I am excited to go back to Skagit. I didn't get around that place when I first started. Again, I just wasn't quite. I mean, I was super green. I wasn't really even aware of the 410 side of it, and that place's race is a little bit different in my opinion than a lot of places. So ready to go back there. You know, having a little bit more experience and maybe just be able to have a better run.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're even getting advice from our fans now.
Oh no.
Oh, Fritz.
That could be bad.
Rick Fritz. He just said at Port, run the fence and follow the 39M.
Yeah. You know, that's it's that easy. It's that easy.
That's just that simple.
That's all you gotta do.
Only thing is
That
you got to
simple.
qualify up front, so you're up there by him at the beginning. Otherwise, it's hard to catch him.
Exactly. I'll have to start in front of him and just use the entire racetrack, and
Yep.
he'll probably still pass me.
Oh, man.
So,
So, do you have some apparel, or are you selling it at the racetracks? Do you have anything online? What's the plan there?
Yeah, I've got a Hank Davis. I think it's HankDavisRacing.com or something. Yeah, HankDavisRacing.com. Yeah, you can get all kinds of T-shirts, and I don't have any shirts for like the sprint car yet, just yet this year, but we're working on getting those done up and finished to get those put out. And yeah, just that's really about it. You can follow all my socials, just my name. Got Facebook, got Twitter, Instagram, all just my name. And yeah, and I would love to be able to do the YouTube stuff or something, but I'm just not that, I just can't get myself to talk to a camera like that. I kudos to everyone else that can do it, because I just can't do it. So I don't got a YouTube.
good thing we didn't put you on Facebook Live, because you're doing a good job on our show. Otherwise, you'd be all nervous if we had your face up here.
I know, I would have been. I'd been like, all right, we're done. We got to call it quits. We're not doing this.
Show would have been over 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Hey, we had Hank Davis on. Nice to meet you, Hank. Yep, talk to you next time.
Yep, exactly. I'm Hank from Sand Springs. Good to talk to you.
Well, just warning you, I will probably find you out in Vegas and stop by and say thanks for being on our show, because I am going out to Vegas.
Yeah, the summer.
Yeah, sounds good.
And if
Fulkins brothers.
yeah, Steve takes me places. If I don't catch you there, I'll catch you at Port for the Bob Weichert Memorial. I get to go to that one again too. Which
Gotcha. Yeah, for
Bud's
sure.
got a teaching gig, so I like to rub this in a little bit. He don't get off to go to these things when we go early in the year.
Oh man.
So I harass him a little bit periodically.
Yeah, he doesn't get free until the summer, huh?
No.
Just on them certain
Dang it.
days, like when the sun comes up in the morning, then I might harass Bud, or if it sets at night, I might harass him. So other than that, I
Every
usually
day
am nice about it.
that ends in Y, huh?
Yeah, that too.
And hopefully your brother goes with you.
Yeah,
How many times should we throw that out?
Oh,
this
let's
week?
harass him. Casey's listening again.
Hank, if
He's-
you were retired,
Hi, Snow. Snow's listening, by the way, so don't trash talk Snow no more.
if you retired
Oh,
like
man.
2 or 3 months ago, and you had nothing going on, and you had a free trip to go to Vegas in a
Mhm.
motorhome, would you go?
Yeah, no
Oh.
questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's we're just trying to help out crew. So that's totally
Yeah, no questions.
Yeah. Right.
He's a homebody. He don't like to go anywhere, and I've been working him hard.
Yeah, no, you just tell me what time I got to be
Yeah.
to where, and I'm
I
going.
called his kids. I've called his wife. They're all talking to him. I don't think it's going to happen. But I keep harassing him because it's
Yeah.
fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tope? Should we hit
We
rapid
better
fire?
hit him up with some rapid fire and see how good he does on these.
When do you race again?
Horrible.
Is it
This Saturday at the same place, Central Arizona Speedway,
Running the
with
360s
ASCS.
again, right?
Yeah, we'll be running Saturday, Sunday here. Then we're off, and then we go to Vegas, and then that kicks off that whole high limit season. And
Yep.
yeah, so
And I think
that's
you're
that.
back after that. You go to New Mexico or something.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
you?
Well, we actually go back to Arizona after Vegas. We go back to Central Arizona for
Okay.
high limit, and
Then
then we
it's-
go to New Mexico.
Okay.
And then it's like Route 66 and Amarillo, and then Dodge, and then after that right there is as far as I can tell you.
Yeah.
They get closer to us though, but we got a midweek race down here in
Eagle.
Eagle, but also there's one in Iowa. What's that little track?
Yeah, there is.
Went
I
to
don't.
Sharon or
I-
something like that.
yeah.
Shelby
Shelby County.
County.
Okay. Yeah.
We
Yep.
might have to try to
Yeah.
sneak
So
down
you guys
that.
are telling me things I just don't. I
Well,
didn't
see,
pay
we try
attention.
to
We
look
have
at
nothing
things like
else
this.
to do.
Yeah, this is what we do. We think racing. And Shelby
That's
County,
fair.
only like, what is that? I can't remember. It was a 2.5 hour drive to get to.
Hank, we got 3 TVs set up right behind us, and all we do is watch racing. You know, when it's cold like this and they're not running here in Iowa, we're watching.
I like
man.
it.
So
Well, we
I like
watched
it.
Australia all year too,
Yeah.
so
Right.
on clay per-view.
yeah, we watched the day after.
Well, yeah, we
The
ain't
day
watching
bef-
it the day of because I ain't getting up at
Yeah.
3 in the morning to watch the race.
No.
That's always a
No,
challenge
no
when we have
chance.
guys on from Australia to try and line it up with them what works for us, and
That's got to be more.
that's a lot of math.
That's got to be more during the summer because that's like
Right.
11 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning for us or something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
we talk to them at 11 and at 7 o'clock the following night here or the night before or something. I don't know. It's one of them things that gets all screwed up.
All right.
Yeah,
here we
I
go.
don't ask too much questions.
Rapid fire. Favorite kind of ice cream?
I am a twist. I'm a twist yogurt guy.
Okay. What twist flavor?
That's like chocolate, so like chocolate and vanilla.
Yep,
so
yep.
yeah, and we got Brahms in Oklahoma, and that's perfect.
We got
There you
JJ's.
Yeah.
And they got
Gotcha.
a twist. In the summertime, they put strawberry in there too, so you can get a vanilla strawberry. That one rocks.
Ooh,
Just so you know, if you're happy passing through little old Rock Rapids, you can get yourself a strawberry twist in the summertime.
Hey, a quick side
will
note.
do.
We had Tanner Holmes because we had Carly Holmes on last week. We
Yep.
had Tanner Holmes reach out to see if, he could stop somewhere in Rock Rapids when they're coming from Minnesota down to Oklahoma, and wants to stop in Rock Rapids and do a meet and greet.
Yep.
So hopefully,
There you go.
anybody in Rock Rapids is listening. That's
We'll have to get him a strawberry twist.
absolutely. So
We can make that happen.
all right, moving
Okay,
on.
next question. We get sidetracked periodically. Hank.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
you're
haven't
good.
figured-
I'm the
if you
same
haven't
way.
figured
Trust
that
me.
out now. We get sidetracked. We've spent 20 minutes talking about oil rigs and food before on different shows. So
It's all right.
So you a cat or a dog person?
Dog person by far.
Do you have one?
Nah. Well, technically I do, but she stays with my aunt and them most of the time. A lot of the time when we're on the road and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You bet.
Yep.
Do you have any hobbies outside of the racing world?
This is probably about 99% of race car drivers, but I don't mind. I like a blackjack table. I'll go golfing. I'm horrible at golfing, so I try not to go all the time, but I more so probably just hang out with the fam and go. We have a smaller town. I guess say smaller. It's bigger, but smaller town kind of vibe to it. And we kind of we'll go bar hop a little bit or something like that, and go to the casino and stuff like that. But other than that, I really just hang out with my wife and my kid, and I'm away from them a lot, so or at times a lot. So I try to spend as much time with him as I can.
Absolutely.
So then I have to ask, do you know where you guys are staying when you're in Vegas? Because quite a few of them stay at the South Point Casino.
I don't have an idea. My wife, she's like I was saying, yeah, she's the planner.
Yeah.
I just show up. I just show up. I just show up, and she's like, "All right, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. Sounds great."
If you like the blackjack tables, maybe we should put you up in the Holiday Inn or something instead.
You probably, yeah. That's probably a very good idea, actually.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Oh man, that's hard. I would say I love Sandlot. I'm a big Sandlot guy.
Oh, that's a great movie. The
Yeah,
first one's the
or
best.
honestly, probably one of the. I mean, I always forget about this when people ask these types of questions, or I think about it. But Remember the Titans
Oh yeah.
Yep.
has got to be one of the best movies I think ever.
Yep. Absolutely.
You're
Is that
killing me,
Sun-
Smalls.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. He's like, how can I have some more or something when I haven't had anything to eat yet? You're killing me, Smalls.
What do you mean some more? What?
Yeah.
Okay, no more quoting movies.
Come on, bud.
It's just because I don't remember any of it. Do you prefer snow or rain?
Ooh, man, I'm gonna say snow because to me rain is just so depressing. Like at least the snow, you can get out there and play in it. It's cold, yes, and I hate cold. I do not like cold weather, but I think I'm gonna. I lived in Washington there for a while, for 2 months there,
Yeah.
and I know what it's like to just
Be in the rain.
maybe
14
not
days
even
out of
like
20.
maybe not even pour down rain, but it's just always there's always moisture falling from the sky, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not very often do the races get canceled for snow.
No,
Maybe
no.
in
The,
PA.
the Frostbuster might this year.
No, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of pictures, and they've got Victory Lane, and there's snow in Victory Lane. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure,
yeah,
like
they've
back,
run with
especially
snow
back in the
around the
day.
track before.
Yeah, and
I've-
especially back in the day, I'm pretty sure they used to.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted was snow.
I don't know how much they're. I mean, the East Coast is getting hammered right now. I don't know how bad it is in Pennsylvania, but I think the Frostbuster is supposed to be this Saturday at Lincoln.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they might. But anyways, next question: if you were going to be stranded on an island somewhere, what type of music would you have to have along to listen to?
Man, honestly, I'm gonna say probably country realistically because it's just a thing that I can just listen, I can just handle for a long time. But realistic, I would say probably my wife's playlist. Whatever she's got, I am a horrible playlist maker, so she just has to do it all. So like when we do this high limit playlist, we got to make probably. She's probably gonna be a big part in
So
making
it's
that.
going to be Mrs. Hanks' playlist, not Hanks.
Yeah, there you go, Mrs.
Okay.
There you go.
Here's what I've noticed so far. Hank is a really good race car driver, and his wife is really good at everything else.
Boom, boom. She does everything great, and I mean, I honestly like she deserves a lot of credit because I'm telling you, dude. I almost at times I feel like, and she's when she hears this, she's going, or she might be listening now. I don't know. I don't know. She might be listening. I'm not sure because I don't know if she knows if it's live. If I'm being honest with you, but she's gonna hear this and she's gonna say yes. But I am horrible. I don't. I think she probably feels like she's wrangling like a 13-year-old all the time because I'm just yeah
Well,
like
Well, we'll put in a good plug for her. It sounds like she's pretty much god dang an angel.
yeah, she's as close as you can be to being one without physically coming down as an angel.
well,
There you go.
if she's going to be at Vegas, maybe you better introduce me, and I'll thank her for getting
Oh,
you there.
she'll be there.
Yep.
Yes,
All
she
right.
will be there.
I can thank
You
her
can
for
help
getting you
watch
to
the
the
little
track.
one, Tom.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you have to. You have to
I
thank her because
I stand corrected. It's the icebreaker, not the Frostbuster.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
Of
Fred.
I think if I was to for like if I didn't have my head attached to my shoulders, I'd forget it walking out the door every day. I
Yep.
promise.
It sounds like Dobe and I.
Been there, done that. I did remember everything I had to go to Sioux Falls today, but I forgot my sunglasses. But luckily, I leave a crappy old pair in the car,
Yeah.
so I only forgot
There
one
you
thing
go.
today.
Do you have a favorite place to go out to eat?
Yeah, there's a place called like it's a hibachi place where they cook in front of you or whatever. Back home it's called Shoguns. I don't know if they really have them anywhere else, but that's probably my my go-to. Or Chick-fil-A. Or
Okay.
Chick-fil-A.
There you go.
How about a favorite holiday?
4th of July. I love blowing my money up in the air. My dad's like, it's just you might as well just light it on fire. I'm like, well, it ain't as cool, dude. So that's
The money just burns
my
on
hol-
the ground. It can't throw it in the air. It ain't cool.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, well then I'll tell you what. Don't ever come and look at my fireworks again. If I'm having fireworks, don't come look at them
Yep.
because I should just burn the money so you
Just
don't even care about
stay
it.
home,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, shut up, shut up.
Shut up.
Well, I didn't mean it that way, but
How many speeding tickets do you have, Hank?
One.
Ooh.
One funny story too is it was like it was in a work zone and
oh,
it
them
was
can be bad.
the normal right. Well, the normal speed limit was like 45, and then the speed limit for the like the slowed down speed limit was 35. I was like, okay, so I saw the cop right in front of me. I was behind him in the left lane in the fast lane. I'm just cruising behind him, and these cars are driving by him, like going right by him. And so I'm like, well, okay. So I get over, speed up and go by him, and then like I go like, I mean, not even a block or whatever to the next lightish, like about to that light, and I just got over because I was gonna have to turn it like the next light or something. And he lights me up. I'm on the phone with my wife, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This guy literally just pulled me over." And his name was Officer Perez. So for some reason, if Officer Perez from Sand Springs listens to this, I'm gonna tell him I don't appreciate it.
We had it one time. This has been a long time ago. We were going to the races up at Jackson, Me and
Mhm.
Brad and Jer was with us,
Yep.
Bud's brother. And we're cruising down the interstate, and I believe we're in my brother's old 65. We're headed up there. I think we're right by Worthington. We're pulling up on this Mustang. And Jared notices, hey, look at there. That's one of them 5.0s. That when they first come out with the 5.0 and the new Mustangs. We're looking at the car, and we kept pulling up alongside, and all of a sudden we notice a bunch of patches on the side of this guy's shirt, and then we're seeing the dash, and we're like, damn, this is an unmarked trooper. Now, we're passing down the interstate, but fortunately, we must not have been going fast enough because he let us go
Yeah.
by. But we were already thinking we were going to get busted, but we were committed at that point.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't stop then.
No.
Yep.
But, oh, my turn, bud?
10.
10. Okay. So being you only got one speeding ticket, though, but what's the
Yep.
fastest you've ever driven on the highway or, say, ridden with somebody in the front seat?
I don't even know. I actually, everyone always has some crazy story. I don't know that I have a crazy
Oh, not
story.
everybody. You'd be amazed how many race car drivers actually aren't that crazy on
They
the road.
call themselves grandmas on the road.
Yeah, I am. My wife says I'm the worst driver of all time for one, but I honestly would. I don't know. I would say probably like 100 or something. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know
Nothing
who I was
crazy.
with or what, but I'm sure I've probably went maybe like 100 or something. But that's probably about it. I actually take that back. I have actually driven 100 on the street on the turnpike going home from work because I was an electrician, and if you've ever been an electrician, you're ready to get home when you get off work. So I was ripping, and yeah, I was fortunate I didn't get pulled over or nothing. But yeah, so I guess probably 100 mile an hour is probably the fastest I've gone.
All right. What's your go-to drink or, beverage or whatever? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic? You mentioned it.
I'll say, like, alcohol wise, I'm a Michelob Ultra guy. Everyone's like, well, that's just like drinking water. I'm like, I don't really care. It tastes good, so that's
Yep.
what I drink. So I'm a Michelob Ultra guy on the alcohol side, and non-alcohol, I'm a Coca-Cola guy. I could drink probably a 24 pack a day if I really was like
Ooh.
just stupid and wanted to do
You
it.
and Bud get
But
along good then.
Yeah, I'm a Diet
Yeah.
Coke guy, but I have way too many.
yeah, I should probably go to Diet Coke so I stop drinking so much or stop having so much sugar and all that stuff.
Diet pop is worse for you than the regular.
Oh, frick. Come
Oh.
on, Tobe. Come on.
That's why I keep drinking the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm
You
only
know,
like
I
2.5
just know-
cans a day.
See, I know that when I'm the guy that when I lay down on my deathbed, I'm never gonna regret anything. I'm never gonna be like, man, I shouldn't have drank
I
that
should
many
have done
Coke.
that.
Hell no, I'm drinking every Coke every time.
Yeah.
There
Ain't
you
nothing
go.
wrong with Coke. As long as it ain't diet, I'll drink it.
Yep.
Yeah, same.
That's
I'm
the
not a
way
big
I am.
diet
I have
person
my
either, though.
preferences, but if it ain't diet, I can drink it.
Yeah,
Now,
for sure.
If I come to your trailer and you offered me all you had was a diet pop, and I'd be nice and drink it, but no, I'm not asking for a second one.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll just never offer you a diet pop.
That
How about
works.
that?
That works.
We'll just get
So-
you a real pop.
Quick Michelob Ultra story. So, we were up on vacation. It's a bunch of guys. We go fishing, and then in the afternoon we go play golf, and then we go fish at night. So it's basically
Mhm.
fishing or golfing. But one of the guys ordered a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra, and the guy that gave it to him was a younger kid, and he kind of, harassed him a little bit, like, isn't that
Mhm.
like a woman's beer and stuff like that?
Yeah.
The golfers kind of, give him a bad time. Well, then the next day, my oldest brother didn't go, but the next day my oldest brother went, and he bought Michelob Ultra, and
Same kid behind the counter?
no,
Oh.
the kid didn't give him crap, but Mitch, the guy that bought it before, is like, guys aren't gonna say anything to him. They're like, nope,
No,
we
he's-
respect our elders. Oh, I just thought that was hilarious.
dude.
So,
Yeah, that's good.
So,
last one.
last one, then we'll let you go. So, if you just won the Powerball, had all the money in the
I
world, didn't know
won
what to do with it, is there a boat, a pickup, a car, a motorhome, or is there something you've always wanted but you just can't justify spending that kind of money?
No, I don't even really know what I would buy. I honestly don't. I would,
buy your wife something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife would love a Louis Vuitton or something like that. So I'm sure I could buy her a few of those if I won that much money. But I'd actually probably just buy an island and just literal like a not a crazy island, just something, and just move out there and never have to deal with anyone again.
There you go.
Wouldn't be all bad. We do have one more question. I'm assuming this gentleman knows you. I better put my glasses on so I try not to screw up the last name. Ooh, I'm going to screw that up anyhow. Shane Vandervliet?
I know who that is. Yeah, Vandervliet, you said it right.
Oh, God, look at that, bud. I'm supposed to ask Hank about his younger days running around the race shop calling people ballsack.
Yeah. So, well, no, yeah, you got to realize though, like he was a part of that stuff. Like them guys were horrible. I was like 5 years old and they conned me into a lot of things that 5-year-olds probably should not be getting conned into doing.
Absolutely,
But
I can believe this.
this one time this light company kept calling, Harold, the guy that owned my dad's sprint car, they kept calling him trying to sell him lights for I'm assuming like a shop at his company or whatever. Just one of those stupid calls, right? Solicitors. And they wouldn't stop calling. And so then Harold's like, Hank, and I'm like, I may not even been 5, I might have been like 3 or 4. And he's like, Hank, get on here and call him a ball sack. And so I'm like, okay. So they call back and I get on the phone and I'm like, you a ball sack, and just hung the phone up on him. And that was the stuff that they conned me into. Like, I mean, they conned me into, I mean, all kinds of stuff.
That is awesome.
Sometimes when you're in them shops, you gotta be a little careful. I had an uncle.
Yeah, that's when I learned shop talk was like they're like, hey man, like some of the stuff has got to stay here, like and yeah, they just I was the dummy, I was the stunt dummy, They taught me like I think I walked around with like grab myself and be like, oh that's my junk, and they would just get a kick out of it and all this stuff, and my 3-year-old self, 4 or 5-year-old self's just like.
I bet they were dying laughing.
Oh yeah,
time.
dude. It's yeah. I have some stories. I'll have to tell you guys some crazy, like some funny stories that we probably can't tell on here. But when we see you guys, we'll tell you some stories.
Steve Dixon says hi too, by the way.
Hello.
One story with the shop things like that. When I was young, I don't remember how old it was, but I wasn't very old. But I had an uncle. Paul was his name. Everybody called him Guts or Pussy.
Or Puss Guts.
Or Puss Guts. And he was working on an old Yamaha motorcycle. And me not knowing any better. Now, he tells me this story later because I don't remember it. And he says, Tobe, come here and hold on to this. And he hands me the spark plug wire because he didn't have spark. And then he kicks the motorcycle over. And by God, he had fixed the sparks by the time he handed me the wire. But I was the test dummy.
I'm sure he did.
Then he knew it was working.
No.
That's why your hair's gone.
Yeah, no, and Harold's wife was named Lori, and they conned me into her name for me was Lori Ballsack. No idea why. That was just her name. And so everything I asked her was like, "Hey, Lori Ballsack."
And just rounded it off real quick. Lori Ballsack.
To be young and gullible.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Them guys are horrible. My dad, I'm gonna make sure he sees this. Shane, he sees this right now. All those guys better feel horrible for how they did me.
And they're all laughing their ass off right now.
Yes. Shane is like totally giggling. He's like, no.
Hey.
You deserve it.
But look where it got you. You're freaking running full time with the High Limit.
Hey, yeah, no, and I enjoy it because none of those guys changed, and I try not to change who I am and try to be who I am, like I was then.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Can't do
Stay
any
who
better
you
than
are.
that. Yep.
So, Hank, we thank you so much for coming on, and you kind of made two guys feel pretty good when you actually said you heard of Hoogie's Garage before. So thanks for that.
Yeah, no, I knew what the 10 rapid fires were. I knew it all, and I know Snow, and I know you guys know, so we'll tell. If Snow's watching right now, I'll apologize that you guys know Snow for you guys.
We could know a lot worse people than Snow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair assessment.
I think Snow knowing us and us knowing Snow has helped both of our podcasts out, both of our shows.
Yeah,
so
no, for sure.
Probably more for us than him.
Yeah,
but.
definitely. We just love the fact that we've gotten to know Snow and Shane some. So it's been a lot of fun for us. So, but hopefully you find your groove this year, and you guys, by early mid-season, you guys can start kicking some butt.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And like I say, if we're around, come see us or whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll have a Michelob together or something.
Well, we don't ever drink. Oh, you gotta have a Pepsi or Diet Coke if you want me to
Yeah,
bud with
we're-
you, or
we're-
just regular pop.
That's
we're
fair.
about-
Well, then I'll bring you guys your pop, and I'll have
We're
my
about
Michelob
as
with
boring
me.
as you can get, but I will definitely
That's
look you
all right.
up at Vegas. We get down there, and we'll
Alrighty.
stop by and say hi.
And I
Yeah,
always
good.
throw this out to guys, and nobody ever takes me up on it, but I always throw it out
Someday,
there.
if they do, you're gonna have a busy.
That's all right. But if you do come up to the High Banks Nationals, we're 20 minutes away, and my whole basement is finished, and
Empty.
your whole team could stay here, and that would not be a problem. So
All right. Well, I'm just letting you know, if Shane's still watching right now, he knows who I am, and I will take you up on that. So if we show up, I'll be in your basement.
I'm just saying, right now we are hosting people that are
College students.
college students that are going to get their PA degree. My wife, or not my wife, my daughter and her husband have had to travel because he's trying to be a medical doctor. And we've had some amazingly awesome people that have hosted them, and they don't charge. And that's what we're doing. We called Northwestern and said we would love to host people. So
There
we've
you
had
go.
3 or 4 different people over, but we would love to have a race team that doesn't have a place to stay, that could just come and crash and actually sleep in a bed. So just let
Yeah,
me know.
no,
that.
for sure.
And we got a car
Yeah,
wash
no,
in town.
for sure. Hell yeah.
And we can push the car down the street
Wow.
in Leicester.
Heck, we're
There you go.
We're 2 miles from Falcons Brothers too.
Yeah.
So
All righty.
all right. Well, you take care, and thanks so much, Hank.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.